Hi, this is Oscar and Wolf, and you're watching Toasted.
You are a really down to earth guy. I mean, the things that happen to you in the band are pretty amazing. I mean, how come you're so down to earth, man?
I mean, it's a job, and
No,
and
come on, it's better than pumping gas, right?
yeah, of course, but it's still a job where you have to figure out how to get better and how to evolve and develop more in what you're doing. And I think it's better to focus on that rather than to focus on how much success you have. Or I don't know. It's a really weird world. So it's a strange business, and but it's a nice business and people are nice. So I mean, it's just like it's a job. I see it as a job, and I'm not doing duets with Rihanna or anything. So it's
Do you,
not.
do you have any goals actually? I mean, do you have any professional goals except for making good music? Do you set out to conquer Europe or the States, or do you have any plans that way?
I don't like to have goals for myself. Because if you have goals for yourself, that means that you have to reach them, and when you don't reach them, you're gonna be a bit
Depressed.
unsatisfied. And so I just open my arms and see what's coming, and then I just let everything go, like let everything run through me, and just accept everything that I like and see what I can do with it. And just actually, it's not that. It's just simple. It's a really simple thing.
Does songwriting come simple to you?
No, mostly when I have this inside me that I want to write a song, I usually write a song in a day. So because I don't want to finish or go to sleep before the song is finished, because otherwise the energy isn't. I mean, when you sleep, the energy also goes away. So that means that I have to finish before I go to bed, and then I work insanely hard for just one song. But then it's also finished in like one day. So one day and a night mostly.
Do you dream music?
That's so weird because 2 nights ago I dreamt about the singing line, and I thought this is so well recorded, and I didn't even know if it was a female or a male voice, but I had this voice in my dream, and I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, but I didn't remember what it was, but I can probably still like
Find it.
find it somewhere if I start improvising singing lines or something. When I was about 18, 19, then I also had this recorder. I'm like, actually, it's quite weird because the day after you listen to it, it's like this really sucks because you don't actually realize what you sang the night before, because the night before probably she heard all the music around it and the way she felt it, and then the morning after always it didn't work for me. Like my iPhone is full of voice memos, and they're all actually shit.
But it's an interesting thing actually, because I mean, everybody says everything's been done before, so there's no originality left. I I don't know if I agree actually.
So the thing is that I believe in what you combine, and maybe every sound has already been made, but it's about what you combine. And actually, it's a bit like you can compare it a bit like a DJ. Like you are a good DJ because you combine what you think that has to be combined. So
Yeah.
it's a bit like a songwriter also. I mean, a DJ is also a bit of a songwriter in a bigger sense.
Do you? I mean, you don't ride on the road. You said you're waiting for the festival season to end. Um, can you stop thinking of music that way, and can you just start in a clean slate when the festival season's done?
Well, I don't know because it's only the first record I've made, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Actually, I hope I'm gonna feel something to start writing, but I cannot promise anything. I mean, probably the record label is gonna knock my door anytime soon, but I'm gonna be like, guys, I just want to release something when I'm up for it and when I like what I'm doing. Also, I'm never gonna release something I don't like for 100%.
For all those that haven't seen you live yet, what's the Oscar and the Wolf show like?
Um, an Oscar and the Wolf show is what's it like actually? I want to present Oscar and the Wolf as something um, actually quite different from the record, because I don't like when you just play a record on stage and you actually hear the same thing but then in a different kind of way. So I prefer to bring something different and to make to bring new colors to every song. And like on the record maybe the song is yellow and now the song is blue on stage. So
Do you interact with the audience in a way that if they react to certain songs, that you play it out? Do you change your set and you change your songs on the spot when you feel there's a reaction from the crowd?
Not on the spot because we have tracks running with us, um, which is something I'm not ashamed of. Sometimes, but now we do it. Actually, we do it before the concert when we have these rehearsal weeks. We know what we did before, and then we know that something could have been better. So we do them in these rehearsal weeks, and we make them. Actually, it's about creating space for the crowd and actually making a set for the crowd, and not just necessarily for yourself, but for the crowd. And now we're actually doing it for the people. Yeah.
And what holds the near future for you guys? Because I saw a tour schedule, pretty good.
The tour schedule is quite insane, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
There's nice things coming. There's Budapest. We're gonna do Budapest, and I hope to get outside of Europe a little bit more, like Japan or whatever. Or,
I think your music would go down really well in Japan, actually.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what Japanese people like.
I've been there a couple of times. I think do really well there.
Well, maybe you can.
I'll try to make some
Yeah,
calls.
maybe you
Well,
can give us a good
you
word.
have the famous friends, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna ask them. Can you please take me to Japan? I really want to get famous there. It's like
Well, not even famous. I mean, being there is the whole thing. And
being there is nice. Actually, what is nicer is to be somewhere without with the music. Like I don't have to get a lot of money or to get famous by something. I like to be somewhere and to be able to travel without having to pay for it out of my own pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the costs are covered and then you can go. Like that's what I like.
So you actually like touring? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I like touring a lot.
'Cause, I mean, for a lot of bands, it's hard, right? Touring.
But it's nice work. I mean the energy you can get from a crowd is quite. I think that there's a few moments that I remember for the rest of my life. So, it's something.
Can you name me one?
Yeah, the arena show we did a couple of months ago was actually the first arena show we did, and I don't know. It's about this scream of 9,000 people, which is quite weird that the 9,000 people are coming to see or coming to listen to the music that you wrote. So it's something like that.
I bet you couldn't sleep for 2 days after that show. You must have been full of adrenaline.
Oh no, I fell asleep in the club on the after party. Like I was so dead. Yeah, because the adrenaline was a bit hard on me. So then after I just fell asleep on the after party. Like all my friends were partying and I was against the wall. Like I was not alive anymore. Mostly after a show, after a really big show, I'm like, oh my god, I'm not feeling well. So
Are you still nervous actually for the gig you're playing now?
at the moment, I'm not really nervous. I think maybe like 2 minutes before,
You still
I will, yeah, I will get like the thing that I wanna go meet the crowd. That's more like a desire to go see them and to try and make them enjoy themselves.
I bet you can do that really easily.
I don't know. It apparently it works sometimes. Especially in the front, maybe it works. I don't know. Maybe it's not gonna work. Sometimes I'm afraid that it's not gonna work. That's the only thing I'm afraid of sometimes. Like, what if today I cannot do what I did before, or what if something changed, or like technical problems. Also something I'm scared of.
I'm sure you'll be fine today.
Are you gonna come watch?
Hell yeah.
Good.